Hello everyone. Um, Readings for November. It's Halloween night here. Here where I live, it's traditionally called Jade, which means old people. um, it's an old Polish word. Old people, not necessarily dead. So this time, this very special time of the year, is connected with wisdom of old people. And moreover, the wisdom of the dead. And that's why this month I wanted to use this deck, Santa Muerta Tarot deck, which is very much containing death, as you can see. The skull, beautifully painted. But what you can read here is memento vivere, which means remember about life. And what I think is that what makes life really meaningful is death. It's not the end of life, as it is very wisely mentioned here. Death isn't the opposite of life. If there is anything opposite to death, it's birth, not life. So death as a part of life, as a very valuable particle that makes life really what it is, really worth living. And I waited for this deck to come, and it came. It has come today to my house, so I'm gonna use it. I think I'm gonna make a review of this in English, but not today. I want to make readings, and I also want to mention that the full moon in Taurus is coming in a few days. I think it's Saturday morning here where I live in Europe. So in a few days. And this moon is all about abundance. It's all about wealth. It's all about how much we can receive from life. I don't want to say take, but receive. How open we are to receive, and how safe we are with it. And that's why these readings are somehow profiled into this direction. How to make the best of life. How to receive as much as we can, nurturing ourselves during this time. Okay, so let's start our readings. See you in your sign. Hello Scorpio, here's a reading for you for November, especially indicating the time of the full moon in Taurus that is coming in a few days. Cards are already shuffled. I just want to cut them. So please lead me for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, that's very simple reading. 5 cards. The first one is you. You have 2 of Pentacles. Your challenge, which can also be your chance. You have the Sun. What's unexpected? The 5 of Cups. It's Venus is in Scorpio. What's the possible outcome? Or the vista, as I like to say it, is the world. the final one. That's not Venus, sorry. It's not Venus, it's Saturn in Scorpio. Okay? And one last card is the advice from the dead, because we are using the very special deck tonight. It's Santom Word Tarot, and it's all about the wisdom of the dead. So what's the advice from the dead for Scorpio? It's Knight of Wands. Okay. External influence is Queen of Wands, so you have this fiery energy, I think, trying to come into your life, to bring the light. If you look at this, she's holding a candle and she's calling you. So something's calling you. Some fiery energy, perhaps it's called for life, what I feel with this card. Call to move, call to feel, call to act, call to enjoy your outside environment. It's calling you. It's longing, I think, it's missing you. Like you're somehow withdrawn from the situation. You're in the position of Two of Pentacles, which is all about balancing two things. It's a Capricorn card, of course, the earthy energy. And it's about weighing good and bad. I'm not sure if I want to use these adjectives. The pleasant and unpleasant, the easy and uneasy aspects of the situation in Two of Pentacles. So often people say that it's juggling of more than one thing, because you can only juggle more than one thing. But it's also about a flow of life and the balance between work and play, because Capricorn is all about Saturn, which is very present in this reading. But it's also about Jupiter, the planet that just entered your sign, Scorpio. So it's meeting of these two forces. And somehow I feel this is this gloominess here in all the reading, your gloominess. Because what I feel is that Jupiter is entering a somewhat sad situation. Why do I think so? Because of Five of Cups present here, which is again Saturn, a tough teacher, tough life lessons. In your sign, Five of Cups is all about sorrow. As you can see in this card, there's a labyrinth in your head. Not an easy one to go through. And it's unexpected. So something is lost here, unexpectedly. Perhaps you're in the middle of life, the flow of life. But this unexpected thing happened. And that's why your challenge is to maintain this sunny, objective and festive attitude to life. Grasping it, wanting it, holding on to it. That's the challenge. To see the sun, to perhaps remember that it's still in your sign. It is. It's still in your sign. And it's closely connected with this Jupiter here. So what's so sad, Scorpio? What do you lose here? What is lost that you need to live through? Sorrow and sadness depicted here. Don't try to deny it, is my advice. Because whenever we deny a feeling, it comes back with a greater force. Whenever we deny our feeling, we actually cut off something very important. It's like cutting off your hand, or cutting off your leg. You wouldn't do it. With sorrow comes important information about what's important for us. What are our core values? So enter the labyrinth, don't be afraid, because it's important what's there to discover for you. And you will come out on the other side wiser. And the outcome promises something very valuable. That's the World card. And the World card, I always see it as a blessing, although it's the ending card. It's the last major arcana. So it talks about ground closing, grand end. Not opening, but end. But it's lesson learned. This is lesson learned. Again, Saturn, a tough teacher, the one who sends you very demanding exercises. But once you do your lesson, once you make the exercise, the Saturn, really will grant you with really great, valuable outcome. That's the world. The world is yours. That's the card. So, kind of important experience here, and I think the challenge is to maintain the basic level of happiness, because that's the advice from the dead, which is Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands is all about being active and taking action, starting, beginning, changing places sometimes. And somehow I feel this is connected with this outside influence calling you, the outside calling you. So perhaps it means go out of your head. Let's see what the dead want to tell you with this, because there are literally there are advices from the dead here. So what do we have here? What are the ones? These are swords. Knight, the advice of the dead. This is not the moment to have regrets. Take your will in hand with strength and begin to follow the road that will take you to the realization of your works. Not the moment to have regrets. So whatever happened here, whatever you have lost, don't regret your actions, because your actions are taking you here. And whatever you do in the middle of the road is making you wiser. Follow your will. That's what they say. Remember about important things for you. Live through your sorrow, but follow through. Okay, Scorpio, so that was the reading for you. I want to keep it short and sweet. I hope it delivers the message. I wish you a wonderful month, and see you next month. Bye-bye.